Sup, people? This your boy John Doe. How you doing, man? And I got a special guest today, new to the YouTube community. Y'all got to embrace him with open arms. My boy Showstoppers. Say your piece, people.
What's good with you, everybody? This your boy Showstopper. Holla at me.
Yeah, man. We got an interesting subject we want to handle here today. You know what I'm saying? It might be kind of sensitive to people, but I think it's something that at least need to be talked about, because a lot of people not going to talk about it because a lot of people is in denial right now, and that's the future of the PlayStation brand. We ain't going to talk about Sony because I feel that's a sinking ship already, but we're going to talk about the PlayStation brand because me, myself, I believe the PlayStation brand got legs and it'll be able to walk without Sony, but it's going to have to separate itself from Sony, because the way I see it, Sony is the tree and PlayStation is a branch of that tree, and that branch cannot support that whole tree with life. Shouts out to my boy Richard Loreno from the Bang Bang Group. He gave me that analogy. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all like that. But that's the truth though, man. People look at the Sony brand, which is $1 billion company, and they think that PlayStation, which is $100 million company at the present time, you know what I'm saying? They made $100 million, you know what I'm saying? A couple hundred of millions, but it's not $1 billion worthy. It can't carry a whole company, man. Because this company got multiple branches. You got movies, you got music, you got TVs, you got telephones, you got, and the list goes on and on. Speak on that, Showstopper.
Yeah, man. I just think, like I had said in my video, you know, it's just a sign of the time. I mean, they've been going down a bad road for quite some years. And one thing I have learned from people that has money, it's not a fast death. It's really like a slow death, you know, because they have assets. They have a lot of money tied into a lot of different little things. And I just see that, you know, it's going to take them some time to kind of adjust things. Like I said in my video, I hope they can save the PlayStation brand. And, you know, that's what I got to say on that, man.
Yeah, you know, and my whole thing is the way that I see Sony actually surviving this whole, not Sony, but the PlayStation brand surviving will have to be to liquidate. You know what I'm saying? Sony will have to sell off the PlayStation. And the best place I feel Sony could go and actually it will make a difference is Nintendo. Go ahead.
Nintendo, yeah.
You know, Nintendo. And see, Nintendo have let me down these last couple of months because it have, like, we found out, like, I want to say post E3 that they have had a hard time actually doing HD. You know what I'm saying? That's what Nintendo have had a hard time in-house. That's why they're not pumping out the games as fast as we think they should be pumping them out. With all these great developers who've got released over the last couple of months, you would think that Nintendo with Santa Monica releasing 50 devs, Nintendo should at least got 10 of them. You get what I'm saying? They should at least...
Microsoft swooped them all up.
That's what I'm saying. Irrational, damn near imploding. They should have got like a whole bunch of those. You get what I'm saying? These are big companies that make great games. And for them not to get none of those is heartbreaking. Speak on that, Showstopper.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, they should have got something, you know, but to not actively go after developers to increase your brand, I think that's just, I don't know what even that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad Microsoft showed the initiative of increasing their studios and showing us as customers that they are for the games.
Yeah, that's one thing what people don't give Microsoft enough credit for. Ever since we heard that the console was getting built, Microsoft had been proactive. You get what I'm saying? If you think about it now, they was proactive with the controller, putting $100 million in the controller. They put $1 billion toward exclusives. They put They even tried to go the DRM route to try to compete with Steam, which is their biggest competitor. You get what I'm saying? So they have been proactive with what they're doing.
They have been proactive. I think just with the gaming community, they looked at what Microsoft did as greedy, but I can't see Microsoft being greedy when they try to improve our gaming. You know what I'm saying? So with the DRM thing, I think it was a little bit extreme, but they was really trying to protect the developers with that.
Exactly. And that's what people are not seeing. See, we seeing it now because you got companies literally shutting down and closing up shop right in front of your eyes. We see it now. We didn't see it back at E3. We didn't see it all the last generation, even though companies was closing down last generation. But we actually see it now. You know, one of the best games to come out of last gen, BioShock Infinite. They say that's like the best game of last gen, correct?
Yeah.
But yet the company went bankrupt. How does that happen? Explain that to me.
It happened from people not buying their game.
Yeah.
You know, and when you don't support the developers and you have places like GameStop where you can trade in your games and they give you like $3, $4, $5 or whatever, and you know, and it's not going that money, and then they resell it for like $20, $25, sometimes $30, depends on how new the game is, and they making that profit to where the developers are sitting here suffering.
Yeah.
So the developers is not getting what the title is worth. So if you go digital, like what Microsoft was trying to do was going digital, and you purchase those games digitally, you own those games are yours. You know what I'm saying? So if they just have to come up with a trading system and a trade-in system that's suitable for us as customers, but all that money will go to the developers, and that's the most important part. You know, developers put the work in. The developers are the ones that came up and created it. Why should they not get everything that they put their hard work into? And it shouldn't be off somebody else making money off of them. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even have nothing to do with the development of the game.
Exactly.
They
milking.
I don't see that happening.
What killed me about GameStop, this is the main thing that kills me. Now, GameStop get a shipment of new games in, you know what I'm saying, every time. Like, they might get 1 million Madden copies. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's the first thing that come to my head. They might get 1 million Madden copies. But yet, when they get these copies in, they tell you to come back and trade it in toward a 2K. You get what I'm saying? So they might sell 500,000 of those copies, and get like 250,000 back. You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
And they will sell the 250,000 while they got the whole other 500,000 still sitting there not being sold. You get what I'm saying? And they make complete profit off of it. Go ahead.
GameStop made $2 billion over the holiday season last year.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at that, that could have been divided up to a lot of these developers that had closed their shop down. You know, that money could have been divided to them, and guess what? That would have been more and better games for us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because once you invest into the developers going to reinvest into their games, and guess what? That's going to bring new IPs to us. But when they don't have money to pull from and to keep putting into gaming, you know, it just messes everything up. So now they look for a lot of support from all these other little companies, and you know, just off what I want to call it, what you want to call it? Brain freeze, man. That's bad.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Investors.
Okay, all right.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when they look for investors to invest, but if they closing down and investors are starting to see that a lot of these developers that's creating these games is closing down, they're not going to invest anymore.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the bad thing about it.
Yeah, nobody gonna want to sponsor something that they ain't gonna get no money back. Yeah, nobody ain't gonna want to sponsor anything that they're not getting anything back from. Go ahead.
You right.
Yeah. See, and, the reason why that hurts, you know what I'm saying? Because now they got to go out here and do these Kickstarter programs. That's why, like, the Mighty Number 9 had to be a Kickstarter. You know what I'm saying? One of the most popular games ever. You get what I'm saying? Kickstarter program. You know what I'm saying? Cause how long people been asking for another Mega Man? Forever, you know. So I can't think it off the top of my head any of the Kickstarter games, but it's a lot of games that had to go the Kickstarter route because that's the only way these devs is getting finance for these games. And to think about it, for these companies to shut down with gaming being more popular than it has ever been, is ridiculous.
That's bad.
Yeah.
And it's just come from support. You know, I mean, you know, everybody want to look at, everybody is selfish to a certain extent. You know, they care about what they can get. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm a big, you know what I'm saying, a big against the free stuff.
Hashtag no more free stuff. Go ahead.
And that's why I'm real big against that, because everybody, that's a selfish need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where, you know, you're not looking at the developers. I had got into in the comment box on my video where a guy had told me that Sony is paying off the developers to give the games away free. And I looked, I said, really? Well, what money? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, real talk, what money they have to pay these developers off to give this game away free? I mean, it's on their platform. That's a game that they have, and they giving it away. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's really taking, they might get something, but they're not getting what they would have got if they was selling it in the stores. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really compensating for what they lost, but it's something, you know what I'm saying, that they can have. You know, and that's what we got to look at. It's, you know, the compensation of what they lost. They lost a lot. These games cost millions of dollars.
Yeah, like damn near. I think the last what it was, Halo or something like that, that cost like $200 million or something like that.
$200 million. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. And then in some games it's a little bit cheaper and it fluctuates, but it costs a lot of money to make these games, and they are banking. These developers are banking on people purchasing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know how hard it is for a developer to create a game that they are excited about, and they put out, and then they have reviewers come and just rip it apart, and that messes up their sales.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, give you a prime example, Rise. You know what I'm saying? I listen to reviewer after reviewer. I'm like, God, man, they is tearing this game to pieces. You
and not one person who.
You know, it's already.
Oh, go ahead.
And all this stuff. I'm sorry. It's quick time events. It's all this. You know, the game is it's full of quick. You know, it's a beautiful game, but it's full of quick time events. Then when I played it, I'm like, it's more to gaming than just the combat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The story was like nice.
Dude, it had one of the best stories of any game that at launch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was like, that story was nice. And then not only that, you know, I can see with the quick time events where if you focus, but if you wouldn't have never had somebody say it was a lot of quick time events in this, your thought process wouldn't even focus on.
Think about it like this, here, bro. You know what I'm saying? The people who were saying this is people who wasn't planning on getting the Xbox One in the first place. You get what I'm saying? Like, because when they played Last of Us, they didn't say, man, it's too many quick time events in Last of Us. You feel me? When they jumped on God of War, they didn't say, man, there's too many quick times in this damn game. But when it came to Rise, they'd be, oh man, look at all this quick time. You get what I'm saying?
See, that was the hate that was against Microsoft. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When Microsoft came out of E3, the little stunt that Don Matrix pulled at E3 is what set the tone for that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, no matter what Microsoft do, you know, they tried to correct the mistake that Don Matrix had put on their brand. You know what I'm saying? They got rid of him, regardless if he went somewhere else or whatever. When you know, they got rid of him. He knew he had to leave. You see what I'm saying? They got rid of them. They did everything to ensure us that that's not how they are. And, you know, but people don't look at it that way. They looked at it like, well, Don Matrix got up there and, you know, he just said, if you don't want it, you know, Xbox 360 is for you and all this little crap.
Yeah, that was some BS. That was some BS. That was definitely some BS.
I first admit that was crazy. But I looked at what Microsoft was going to do after that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that showed me how they were. You know what I'm saying? So when they got rid of him, I said, oh, okay.
They for the gamers. They for the gamers right there.
They wasn't supposed to let one person mess up their brand, even though he did a lot of damage to the Xbox brand right now with the stunt that he pulled, because that is what's fueling everybody that hate Microsoft right now. That is one of the main things that's fueling them right now.
Yep.
Besides the DRM thing.
Okay.
That and the DRM thing together. You know what I'm saying? But once we passed that now, you know what I'm saying? They don't correct that mistake. We don't get past that. If Sony would have did the same thing and they would have got rid of the person, we wouldn't be hearing none of this stuff.
Nope.
We wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a different company. But let's get back to Sony, the reason of this video. Because we done drifted all off into the deep water.
You know, that's what we talk about.
Yeah, man. You know, people don't understand, man. We be having like long, in-depth conversations about these, this stuff. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand it though.
We're passionate about it, man. I mean, for real, everybody.
See, you know, because we're real gamers. You know what I'm saying? We've been gaming forever, but people don't understand that though. You know.
No, don't.
So but me myself, there's no way in the world I want PlayStation to go anywhere. No matter how much people want to say I'm an Xbox fan and I'm this, I'm that, you know what I'm saying? Dude, if the PlayStation leaves, it leaves a void. And then I feel Microsoft will take advantage of the game. You get what I'm saying? Well, any company would, you know. They can give you...
I wouldn't sit here and say that they would go through with it. They would try, just like they did at E3. They would give it an attempt. But, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that they would, you know, when the gamers start backlashing and going off, I'd back up off of it. But they would try. Anybody would. You know, if Sony at the market corner too, they would try.
Yeah.
You know, to benefit them more. Whatever, they would try to structure it to where it benefits them more.
They'll give you less for more. Look at 2K. You know what I'm saying? 2K done did it. Madden done did it. You know what I'm saying? And these is gaming franchise. You know, when they ain't got no competition, then they can do BS. You know, but when competition is around, they're a little bit more hesitant to try to do all that BS that they could do. You know, and it was another comment. Like I think it was what's his name? Tiandre? That's his name, right? Tiandre Williams. Yeah, Tiandre.
T-Bird.
Yeah, he put a comment out there. He said, and it was in my group. He was like, "How would y'all feel about Steam buying off the PlayStation 4?"
Ooh.
Now that one hit me. I was like, "Whoa!" You know what I'm saying? Because. Dude, that would change the landscape right now, man. You hear me?
I'll stick with Sony, man.
Huh?
I will stick with Sony.
But Sony ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna end up buying them. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think Yoshida. I think that's what he said when he had said in a comment one time I read somewhere, or maybe he did it in an interview or something, where he said PlayStation is just gonna be PlayStation.
Exactly.
It's not going to be into hardware and stuff no more. They trying to push it towards what the PlayStation Plus and everything is, to where they just be a software, you know, where they just get pushing out games, and which that ain't bad. You know, at least they'll be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what.
Hold on. So he say he see PlayStation just becoming a straight up just gaming.
Just gaming. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be PlayStation.
So they won't have a console?
They won't have a console. Nope. He was pushing it towards where they're not going to have you know, a console.
They'll become like Sega.
Next release. You know what I'm saying? The next release.
Oh.
You know, so there won't be a hardware. It'll probably just be a controller with whatever games that they're going to have coming out on that, and you probably can purchase the game.
Man, that'll be a sad day, bro. That'll be a sad day, man. Well, when PlayStation becomes a strictly just game creator, it would be a sad day, man. I'm dead serious, man.
I mean, they're going to have, it's not going to be a console per se. You know, like how they're investing in all this hardware now.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be streamed. So that it's just gonna be PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Streaming service.
I don't want this to be PlayStation streaming service. I want an actual physical console. You know?
Yeah. They was talking as if they was not gonna even make a console the ninth generation. I think we're in the ninth generation now.
This is the eighth.
This the eighth, yeah. So the ninth generation, they was talking as if they was not gonna even have a console.
Yeah, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. But let
see them. What I'm saying, the moves that they are doing is preparation for their future.
Yeah, with the PlayStation Now and stuff. But they're gonna still have to separate for any of that to even happen. But let's cut it off here. We might have to do a part 2. But goddamn, we running over 20 minutes, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, when you do a thing, you expect 30 minutes.
Yeah, bro. we got
easy.
Yeah, we got to run our mouth, goddamn it, and shit. This time just flew by. But go ahead and tell people where they can find you, your channel or whatever. I'm gonna put it in the description, but let them know, man.
Hey, everybody, it's your boy Showstopper. Follow me at showstopper2121 on YouTube. That's my channel. And you can follow me on Twitter, which is showstopper2123. And if you're on Xbox Live, it's showstopper2121.
Yeah. And what's up, people? This your boy John Doe. How y'all doing? You know, make sure y'all, if y'all like this and y'all enjoyed it, make sure you like it. Make sure you leave a comment. And if you really like it, go sub my boy up. And make sure you sub me up. And, oh yeah, hold on. I always forget. My Facebook, my Twitter, my fan page, and my gamer tag will be down in the description. But this your boy John Doe. Hope y'all enjoy. We most likely going to do a part 2 because we didn't cover everything that we wanted to cover in this one. And that's out. Later, people. Yeah. And that's it. Later, people. Yeah.